Welcome back to this World of Warcraft Let's Play. You're Sambo, and joining us as always is Seraphis, our Worgen mage.
The beast in me hungers.
The beast in you hungers, that it does, as we enjoy the sights and the sounds of the beautiful Darnassus, the capital of the Night Elves here. We haven't been back for so long. It's nice to be here, taking in the wonderful views, and we've got lots and lots to do in this episode, so let's go right into it. You might remember at the end of the last episode, of course, we said that we'd get a lot of the crafting done. We've done that. We've crafted up our copper ore into copper bars. We still have to visit the auction house to empty our bags and in fact get another couple of bags. We've got some here that are only 6 and 8 slots, so it's about high time that we bought some better ones. We've got some quests to hand in. For example, where are we? I've gone and caught the fish required for the daily fishing quest, so I didn't put you through that. So we'll definitely hop over to the hand-in, which is over here. And once again, of course, if you do have any crafting professions like fishing or cooking or anything like that, I highly suggest you do these dailies because they give you skill ups, and of course they allow you to skill up your particular skill, and you get gold as well. There we go, an old favourite, Caldore herring. We get 1 fishing skill and a bag of shiny things. And look at that, in this case we've got 1550 XP and a achievement completed, 5 daily quests complete. So we're now up to 150 achievement points. Getting good at this. Alright, let's see what's in our bag of shiny things. We've got a hook and we've got some, increases run speed by 50% for 15 seconds, a swiftness potion there. And let's sell the junk. We've got a fishing supplier over here that we can sell that to, so we'll just use our Sell-O-Matic add-on as always.
Farewell.
Now, another thing, of course, you may notice that, well, you may not if you don't play, but there's all these candles around the place, and you'll see that there's some special banners hanging around. That's just to indicate that the Midsummer Festival is going. So they always decorate the major cities and, of course, the little villages as well with theme of the particular time. So, for example, during Christmas there'll be wreaths and all that sort of stuff. Alright, so now another thing that we want to do is pick up another midsummer quest. So you'll quite often see during festival times these commoners. So you can see this is a night elf commoner. Let's open up
Greetings.
their quest, the Master of Summer Lore. The festival is a time for fun and laughter. There's no mistake. It's important, however, that you understand the origins of this holiday. Education should be sought out and savoured. The Festival Lore Master in the Alliance capitals can guide your way. Go now and learn. So basically, it's a cookie crumb quest to make sure that you get onto them, and we'll receive a burning blossom.
Goodbye.
And no doubt, yep, they're going to take us to the back of Darnassus here, which is where the Festival Fire Masters are. So we'll definitely be heading there in this episode to follow that up. Also need to explain quickly the Heroes board. You may or may not have seen this before. It's relatively new in the game, and it generally points you to very specific events, like important things that you need to do, or it'll take you to a new zone. So for example, in this case, we've got a quest here, and there's a Heroes Call quest. Now, these will come up throughout your career in World of Warcraft. In this case, it's saying Heroes Call Ashenvale. And by order of His Royal Highness King Varian Wrynn, which of course is the Alliance King, residing in Stormwind City over on the Eastern Kingdoms, the other continent, all able-bodied citizens of the Alliance are to report to Sentinel Shayla at Orendal's Retreat in northwestern Ashenvale. And they're saying that the Horde's aggression in Ashenvale cannot be allowed to stand. Your help is needed to repel the invaders and restore the sacred forest. So we have to head south through the Twilight Vale and Darkshore to reach the forest of Ashenvale. And if we have a look on the map, you can see that it's actually going to bring up the zone of Ashenvale, which is the zone south of Darkshore, and it's taking us to the very beginning of it there. Now that is a very big zone, and it's the zone that you go into after Ashenvale. So looking forward to getting to that. So that's the other cookie crumb quest that will take us there. Alright, now is another thing that we have to do that I've completely forgotten about. You know that we have our mount. We have our running wild, which of course is a racial, and you saw that in the last episode, us running around on all fours, very cool. But, I bought a mount on the Blizzard store. Now this was a while ago, and I bought it for my other characters. But one thing I totally didn't realise is, of course, that it is, here we are, if we open this up, Seraphis, I'm told you've been searching for a truly exotic mount. Does an ancient winged guardian of the Titans sound exotic enough? Enjoy. And that's from May Francis in Dalaran. And once you get up to the higher levels of the game, you'll know exactly who she is. You'll be visiting her a lot. I bought this mount because it is a flying mount, and I'd never thought of using it on this character yet, but it is actually also a normal mount. So while we're level 20, we're able to actually take this mount and use it. We just can't fly with it. So I'm absolutely going to grab it, and we're going to learn it. And where did it go? There it is. There we go. A winged guardian has been added to your collection. If we go to mounts now, you can see there it is. My very special purchase from the Blizzard shop. I can actually use that on this character now. So we're actually going to have a mount, not just running on all fours. And there it is. And you can see it doesn't fly, it just jumps. We'll zoom out a little bit there. But it is basically a winged lion. It's very cool. And now we can actually be roaming around on an actual mount rather than just on our fours, if you like. So I am very happy about that. So know that if you do buy a mount from the pet shop, it will work as an actual mount. Alright, so we need to get ourselves to a couple of things. Firstly, we've got a quest here. You may remember that there was a quest for cooking daily, and it says that we have to get these uncooked ribs, which have been given to us in our bags by the quest giver, near a stove or a campfire to cook them up and excuse me, and then use them to feed 5 Darnassus sentinels. So let's unmount here. You may also remember another purchase I made from the Blizzard cash shop, and that was Little Ragnaros. So let's too soon. Let's bring him up, because I don't know if you remember, but he also acts as a cooking fire. So let's take these ribs here, cook them up, and there we go. We've got now ribs for the sentinels, and they're delicious ribs which are in our quest, rather in our bags as a quest item. They're also on the tracker up here. Let's get rid of Little Ragnaros for a minute. So we can now just simply walk up to a sentinel, and there's tons of them around. Get on our fancy new mount here. And here we go, a Darnassus sentinel. We can offer them a rib. There we go. Feed ribs to sentinels. 1 of 5. She's saying she was getting so hungry. So this is the daily quest for cooking. So once again, we want to be doing that. And you can see the little cooking buff appear over their head, or their food buff. Oh, that's not a sentinel. That's an actual named NPC. Whoopsie. So we'll actually select a sentinel. There we go. These are delicious. That's right.
Yeah.
Gosh, I hate doing cooking quests because it actually makes me hungry. Can you believe it? Alright, and here we go. We're at while we're up in this area of town, we're actually at the Midsummer Festival area. So there's tons of things that I want to show you here. First, we want to hand in our quests that we've got. There we go. Playing with fire. We hand that in.
Good one.
Get a nice chunk of XP, and they're going to give us a quest called Torch Tossing. Win the torch tossing game, then speak with the Master Fire Eater. So, that's an interesting one. Where are the braziers? I normally do this in Stormwind. Ah, there they go over there. Alright, so let's do this right away. So we're here. What will happen is we will get in our bags a torch, and basically you have to click on that and then click on one of these markers out here, the braziers, which will have a little target symbol above them. We have to try and actually throw the torch at the brazier that has the symbol on it. Now, this is a timed quest, so you can't dilly-dally around. So let's accept it. Grab the torch. I'm going to put it on my hotbar, and you can see a quest timer has started over there. Now, see the little targets? There we go. So what we do is we bring up the use item, and we click on a brazier that has a symbol over it, and you have to be quick. You can see I haven't actually gotten it yet. So a plume of flame will appear. There's one. We've got 17 seconds left. There's another one. Can we get one? No. And they move very fast. You have to follow the red arrow and use your torch ability on your hotbar. And I'm not sure we're going to actually be able to do this. I think we have to get about 10 of them. And we're going to run out of time. We might just squeeze in. No, we failed. Alright, so what we have to do is we have to go pick up the quest again, and we'll do less explaining this time. We'll get our burning torch. It's already on the hotbar, so all we have to do is hit 0 and start throwing at the targets. And you can see if I'm too late, it takes a while for the torch to get there. 1, 2, let's see if we can do this. 3, 4. So it's just like a little mini game, and quite often the festivals have quite a wide variety of activities to do. This is one of them. And again, it's available daily once you get through this initial quest. And once you start doing it daily, you actually get rewards of the current. There we go, hit 8 braziers complete. You can hand this in.
You need something?
Torch tossing, thank you very much. We get 5 burning blossoms, 1550 XP, and a bunch of gold, or rather silver. And now that we can throw one, let's see if you can catch one. Now this one is really interesting. This is really hard. And again, this one will turn into a daily that you can repeat all throughout the festival. This one you have to actually toss up in the air and then run under it and try and catch it. It's actually really hard to do. So let's try this. We've got 5 juggling torches. There we go. Now they actually appear in the tracker, so you don't actually have to use them like on your hotbar, but you do have to be near a brazier. Now the trick with this one is to point the camera straight down, zoom right out, and when you throw the torch, look for a little shadow on the ground, and you have to basically follow it. So you may not be able to see, yeah, there you go. Hopefully you can see that black dot on the ground, and I'm just going to follow it and try and get in front of it. There we go, and then it's going to randomly fling off in another direction. You can see in that case I was too slow. Alright, so I didn't get to it in time. Now you have to go in front of the fire to actually throw it. And here we go. We're going to follow the... Oh, where'd it go? Can't even see it. Oh, it's way over there. Good lord. Okay, so that one flung out quite a way. Let's try this again. Here we go. Flinging the torches. There we go. We're going to follow that black dot, which is basically the shadow of it underneath it on the ground. And we're just going to quickly see which direction it... There we are. It's spinning off that way and that way, and you have to be really fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we did it. We caught 4 torches in a row. But you can see you have to mouse turn and you have to be really quick with your direction changing. So we were lucky to get through that one on the first go. And we get some actual juggling torches as a reward. And they're fun because you can right click to throw them to a targeted area. And anyone who knows how to juggle torches can actually catch that. So you can throw it at random people. And of course we get the currency of the season, which is the burning blossom as the fire eater breathes flames all over us. There we go. So now you can see that he's got a blue exclamation mark above his head, and that means that he's got repeatable daily quests. And you can see here, by the way, our burning blossoms are up to 14. So we want to do these daily quests in order to keep doing them. Let's do more torch tossing.
See you around.
There we go. We'll accept that. We're going to throw it on our bar. And, oh gosh, now I think we have to hit about 10 or 20 now that it's a daily. And the quest timer has actually been extended. I think we get about a minute 30. I haven't even got one yet. 1, 2, 3, yep. So you've got to be really, really fast on the go when the target hits. You've basically got to cast straight away. And of course, me being in Australia, I'm automatically at a disadvantage because I'm going to be lagged a little bit. So if you're in the US, this should be a lot easier. Alright, so I've lost count now, but we just keep going and it will let us know if we actually reach the target. And if we don't, of course, the quest will fail. So we'll just give this one go. If we fail, I won't put you through it. Again. Alright, I'm not sure what we're up to. Pretty sure that it's actually 20 that we need to get for this actual daily quest. The introductory ones were just nice and easy to get you used to the mechanics of it. There we go, 20 braziers complete, so we actually did quite well that time.
Greedy.
There we go, more torch tossing, and we get 5 blossoms, money, and XP. You can see we're already, because of all these festival quests, we're already almost halfway through a level 20 and up to level 21. Now, there's more torch catching here. I won't give that one another go because it's very difficult and I'll probably fail. Plus, we're also running out of time for the festival, so I know I'm not going to be able to complete everything I want to in this festival anyhow. Alright, here's the festival lawmaster, and we want to hand in that.
Get it back.
Now he's going to give us another quest here, incense for the Summer Scorchlings. Did you know that our fires burn in every land with an alliance settlement? With each flame warden is a Summer Scorchling, and if we have a look around here, we'll probably see one somewhere. Would you like to honour a Scorchling Seraphis? Take this summer incense and bring it to any Summer Scorchling. Appease the little fire spirit and it may reward you. Now you might remember over in Darkshore where we found our original Midsummer Festival quest, there was a Scorchling there. So we're going to take it over to them and get some XP. We've also got someone from the Earthen Ring here, which is a faction. Unusual activity. They want us to go to Zoram Strand and check out a twilight camp. Now, I'll take this quest, but I'm not sure if we're going to have time to get there before the festival runs out. But let's have a look at our quest log, and we'll have a look on the map where it is, because you'll be able to see it's actually way down south. Like as in way down here in Ashenvale. So I don't think we're going to be able to actually get to it. Hang on, is that it there? No, where is it? There it is over there. We may though. If we can get to the bottom of the Darkshore zone, we may actually make it down there. So we'll definitely pick that quest up. Alright, now, there's one more thing I wanted to show you, which is the Midsummer Supplier. So, as you know, you get all this currency. We've got 20 burning blossoms. What can you buy with it? Well, you have a look at the supplier, and there you go. So, for example, there's a Vestment of Summer, and that's a nice a legs piece there. We can get the sandals, which actually have an effect on them. They give you flaming feet, and the mantle, look at that, some nice shoulders, and they are on fire. We can buy handfuls of petals to shower over other players. We can buy a captured flame, which is a special pet. We can buy a brazier of dancing flames, and that turns us into a dancing Draenei. Plus we can buy food here, which actually gives us buffs, like for example, where are we? Toasted Smork. This is one for us. It actually increases our spell power by 44 for 1 hour. Now that's a really, really handy thing to have. Or we can buy a bag of Smork ingredients, and that actually creates 5 Smorks when we use it as over a cooking fire. Now in this case I'm just going to use some, because I mean we're not going to be able to play this long enough because of the deadline for the festival. We're not going to be able to get enough to get any of these items, unfortunately, I don't think. So what we'll do instead is we'll use it on useful food. In this case, there we go, requires the Midsummer Festival, so we'll just buy 1 stack of those. And if we ever do anything that like a dungeon run or anything, that's going to increase our spell power by a whole bunch. So that's why you want to be doing the festival, so that you get those goodies. Alright, we need to find ourselves one more Darnassus Sentinel. There we go, you'll do for our daily cooking quest. And there we go, feed ribs to the Sentinels is all done. Let's get on our fancy mount. And we can go hand in. Now, while we're over this way, actually, before we hand in, I might actually pop to the auction house, because we've got full bags, of course, so we want to empty those. And not only do we want to empty them, but we want to buy some bigger bags. So, right, let's head straight to the AH. It's been a while since we've been here. And, of course, if you've got the Auctioneer add-on, you know all you have to do is click the Appraiser tab, hit your item, hit refresh, and that'll bring in prices that are on the auction house currently. If there aren't any, just hit vendor markup and post your item. It is that simple. Alright, so let's refresh again. Is there anything there? No. We'll do the vendor markup, post item. We've got some malachite there, which is some crafting material. That's auto-populated the amount there because we do have lots of them, as you can see on the AH. It's a very healthy economy for those. So that's automatically going to post it at a competitive price, which is good. Same, I'd imagine, for the shadow gems. Yep. Got a spiked club of the whale there. Probably going to have to do a vendor markup for that one. No problems. Got another hammer there. What is that? Staunch Hammer of Shadow Wrath. And that one will need to do a vendor markup as well. We've got a tiger's eye, which is a crafting material. That should have, yep, that's got a history on it. We've got some light leather. Definitely we'll be able to scan that because there's always light leather going on. And what's it doing there? It's giving us a price. Ooh, that's a bit low, you know. I'm just wondering too, because there's all these funny little symbols before all of these. I'm wondering if because of the patch, Auctioneer hasn't been updated yet. I wonder if something's gone wrong with that. Not quite sure. But minimum each looks to be about 50 gold. So we'll actually change that to 49 gold. Whoops. Just because I don't think Auctioneers, it might be a little bit broken. So there we go. We'll post those. We got Oily Blackmouth, and that's going to refresh. Yep, we like that price. We've got some rough stones. We'll get the AH to refresh and scan on that one as well. And yep, that's cool. Alright, we've got some leather scraps. We definitely want to get rid of those. So we'll do the old refresh. Do you want to join a guild? No, thank you. I hate people that spam guild invitations. We've got some strangle kelp there, which is used for alchemy. So alchemists are definitely going to want that. We'll post that up there. We'll give swiftness potion. We'll put that on there as well. You might remember we actually got that from a quest reward. Linen cloth we'll hang on to. And that's about it, I think. We'll see what the price of bandages is, if there's any on there. And no, we'll sell them to a vendor. Now, if we have a look now, we've got nice empty bags. Let's actually have a search for some bags. So we just go to a, where are we, container here, bag, and we'll just do a big search and we'll sort it by price. There we go. And we're going to be looking for, oh, they're nice and cheap, travelers bags. Bid total by each. There we go, sort it by each. Now, what have we got? We've got a 6-slot bag there, and I think we've got an 8-slot. Right, so let's see if we can get something just a little bit bigger. Maybe, yeah, small silk pack. Oh, that's pretty good. 10-slot bag. Yeah, I like the look of that. Linen bag, 6-slot. Traveler's backpack. What are they? Buy, bid. Yeah, okay, right. So I'm going to probably get ourselves a small silk pack, and it's going to cost us 2 gold. 10-slot, we'll buy that out. Yes, 2 gold, no problems. And we'll go over to the mailbox, of course, which is where we collect our goods from the auction when we buy out straight away. There it is. Lovely, lovely. All right, that's going to alleviate our bag problem. So we'll get rid of this small salvages bag, and we'll replace that with a small silk pack. And there we go. Now we've got heaps more bag space for now. And I can, of course, put this salvages bag in the bank and use it in a bank slot. So all good there. All right, let's get back on our mount. What do we have to do? Hand in our daily cooking quest. So let's go do that, because definitely want to get a skill up for the old cooking. And isn't it nice having an actual mount to run around on? So, of course, we don't need any reputation or faction to be exalted with anything, because this literally came off the store. So it's a great way of getting a mount if you want to spend the real world money, of course. And sadly, they're not cheap. I mean, pets are about $10 on the Blizzard store. These pets, I'm afraid to say, are about $25, but I just really wanted one because it means every single toon that I ever have will be able to automatically have a mount without having to buy one in game. So I do like that. Alright, we got ourselves some reputation with Darnassus, we got some XP, and we got ourselves cooking awards, which you can see I'm tracking down there on the bottom of my bags. Let's see if there's anything we can buy. We may need to be bigger in terms of our skill. Yeah, we need to be cooking skill 80. Now let's have a look at what we currently are. Go to the professions, and we're 25. Okay, so I need to do some cooking in between episodes to start leveling us up. Alright, let's have a look at our log. We've got our hero's call through to Ashenvale, which we're not going to do yet. We've got the Midsummer Festivals, but the main thing we've got here, of course, is in aid of the refugees, which is going to take us down to the bottom of the zone. And, of course, can't wait to get down to the very bottom there so we can actually do some archaeology. That's going to be lots of fun. Alright, so before we do that, I'm just going to double check that there wasn't anything else we needed to do here. We've picked up our 2 dailies. That's alright, which is, cooking and fishing. What else do we need to do? We don't need to buy any mounts over there, of course, because we can't. I think we've trained our skill. Did we? Yes, we did. Where was it? I think it was in... There we are, in Arcane. We got our Arcane Blast. The only other thing we could probably do before we head back to questing is make sure we're going to do some dungeon runs, because of course at level 21 we lose the ability to do the Dead Mines and Ragefire Chasm, so we definitely want to run those two. So I know I keep saying we're going to do that, but you know what, in the next episode I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet and do that. It's just so tempting to be running around and questing that I keep forgetting to do it all of the time. Terrible. Alright, now what have we got? Oh, we got a battered chest. I'm not sure where we got that from. And it's got something we can sell to a vendor there, so that's nice and handy. Let's see if we can wander over somewhere. I think the fishing supplier is probably the closest one. We'll sell that off. It just awarded us some junk there that we can sell. I think we got that as a quest reward from something. I'm not too sure. Either that or I fished it up earlier. I don't know, you'll have to have a look on the rewind perhaps, see what happened. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I think we're running out of time. It's time for us pretty much to head back to Lordanelle. Now what I could do, of course, is well, actually I think what we have to do, because my Hearthstone is set here in Darnassus, is we're going to have to fly over to that continent. So we shall do that, and we'll sign off mid-flight. We won't put you through a full flight. Of course, we're going to teleport down to Ruttherin Village, and you can see here that we have the Hippogriff Master, so
I am honored.
let's ask him to take us over to Lord Danell. There we go. Just got this horrible feeling that I forgot to do something in Darnassus, but no, I'm pretty sure we covered off everything that we wanted to, which was buying some bigger bags. We did all our crafting. We trained up everything we could, and in fact, while you were away, while we were in between episodes, I also trained up our fishing to 150, and our mining to 150, and our skinning to 165. Also, our first aid, of course, trained up to 150, but you'll remember that from the previous episode. So I think that's it for us, folks. What we'll do next is get ourselves in a dungeon run before it's too late, because we definitely want to do those early ones because I want the achievements. And if you look in your dungeons and raids here, you can see there's Rage, Fire, Chasm and Dead Mines. I definitely want to pick them up. I don't want to have to run them later on when I'm 85, because that's way too far away in terms of leveling. Oh, and look at that. It was actually quite a quick flight. So that was handy. And now that we've got our very fancy mount, it's going to be a lot easier to get around here. There we go, our Winged Guardian. And it's nice to be back in Lord Danell after all of that housework that we did. So we're basically going to run down there. We've got something to hand in. Oh, let's quickly hand in the Summer Scorchling Midsummer Festival quest just before we do head south and end up this episode. I know, there's always something going on. There's always something more I want to try and do. That is WoW for you, folks. It's just so much content, so much to do. You know, depending on what you feel like when you log in for the day, it's just fantastic. I love it. All right. Summer Scorchling, hello. We'll give you your summer incense, and there we go. Thank you again, Seraphis, for this delectable incense. You are welcome. So good, so packed with energy. Whoa, there's everything a growing Scorchling needs. I can feel the power surging within me. Wait a minute, what's going? Now, finally, our plans can take effect. Kneel, little mortal, kneel before the might of the Herald of Ragnaros. You will all perish in flames. What on earth is going on? Oh, look at that. He says, I was merely jesting. My God, I thought Ragnaros was going to spawn and that we'd just done something horrible. What a cruel trick to play on us, don't you think? Oh my God. Well, anyway, there you go, folks. That's it. We've got to wrap up. We've run well over time. So I certainly hope you enjoyed that episode. We explained lots more things. The last two episodes have been a bit explainy, I know, because, of course, the previous one we were going through the Dungeon Journal, but well worth it. And, of course, in this one we went through the Midsummer Festival and our mounts. And a whole bunch of stuff that you really do need to know, especially when you hit level 20. It's such an important time in your WoW career. Anyway, that's it for us. So I certainly hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you join us in the next episode. On behalf of myself, Sambo, and of course Seraphis, our Worgen Mage, say goodbye.
May the great wolf spirit guide you.
Yes, may the great wolf spirit guide you. And until next time, it's me saying take care. We'll see you later, and bye-bye.